I'm Vivian Deniz with Cannabis Investing News. Here with me today is Daniel Kiselbach of Deloitte Tax Law. Daniel, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Daniel, I think the first question I'd like to ask you, what's Deloitte Tax Law doing at a cannabis conference?
Well, there's a number of people that have been involved in this business, giving advice to companies such as Tweed and getting on the ground floor in giving advice. Mm-hmm. So I have been in touch with them, and they wanted me to speak here about the business opportunities and how to get going in this particular business.
Now, are we talking business opportunities in terms of companies or business opportunities in terms of investors?
Both. I mean, companies are formed as a result of investment. Mm-hmm. So there are different individuals that see this as a new and emerging area and want to get on the ground floor, as I've mentioned. So they want to put their money into starting up a medical marijuana business.
That. Can you just give me a little bit of an overview about this investment opportunity, because it is a little bit new for investors?
Yeah, well, I mean, some have described it as getting on the ground floor at the end of prohibition, that kind of thing. But realistically, there have been projections on how big, how fast this industry will grow, and the thinking currently is that it will take maybe 10 years to get to the over $1 billion mark in terms of growth and revenues and so forth.
Okay. Now I see that Health Canada has been pushing for commercialization of medical marijuana. What does this mean for the industry?
Well, it will be a licensed industry. There is a rigorous licensing process that has to be dealt with, and it is a very long application process. You have to jump through the hoops. You have to get your building secured. You have to have security clearance as an individual in this area. There's a large number of things. So we treat it as a legitimate business, and the government will have to respond to applications for tax credits and licensing and so on and so forth. That's what it'll mean.
Okay. And I mean, clearly with what we're seeing a lot in the news, there is definitely a big push from investors and from the community, I guess, in the sector, that this should be a business.
Yes, well, that's the whole idea, is it's going to be a business, and people that want to get in on the ground floor have to think about planning to do so, to treat it as a business, get their business plan organized, find the financing, get their business name, get the corporation put in place, all those typical business issues that an ordinary business would have to think about.
Fair enough. And now, do you think it's hard for companies at the moment to be securing financings, or is this actually a lot easier for them?
Well, I think that it depends upon the business case. Everything depends upon the business case. If you have a good business plan, you can show a path to profitability, then you will find the debt financing, you'll find the equity financing. That's true in other businesses, that'll be true in this business.
So is that something you would suggest that investors look for when they're vetting companies? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I mean, Deloitte has a whole group of individuals that deal with business issues, and on the Deloitte website there will be a business plan that you can follow to go through and analyze whether or not your business should be profitable, going through things like your break-even analysis. How profitable will your product be? Who is your market? How many items will you sell over a year? All those financial and revenue-based considerations will have to be dealt with.
That's fair enough. So it looks like there's a place for people to go for more information.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel, for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
That was Daniel Kiselbach from Deloitte Tax Law. I'm Vivian Deniz with Investing News Network. Thank you for joining me.